Hey, we're doing the purple deck list right now.
Hi, Ren here. First, we'll go through the babies. We run 3 Pagumon and 2 Yamon. Pagumon's effect is to mill 1 when your Digimon attacks. So this helps set up your trash for purple decks, basically, that interact with the trash. Yamon's effect is when you have 5 or more cards in your trash, this gains 1k, and we run 2 off just in case in the late game when you have a Millenniumon setup, you will have more power, 14k, or even any Bulkmons can go over other level 6s with 13k. For rookies, we run 16 rookies, and the rookie list is we run 4 Demi-Devimons, and Devimon is just a 2 cost to play rookie, and it's just cheap, so we run 4. We run 4 Impmons, and the effect is on deletion you trash 3 cards from the top of your deck, and this helps set up your trash, as well as because we run 2 copies of Billsmon, this helps you to warp Digivolve into Billsmon, so we run 4 copies of that. We run 4 copies of Tepimon, and this effect is on deletion you get to draw a card. So this is a very good rookie to evolve from your baby and then poke into securities to cycle and draw a card, or pretty much you can use this to help you dig more cards that you might need. And the last rookies you run is 4 of the purple Gabumons, and this has an inheritable skill where on deletion you get to draw 2 and then ditch 1. This is really good when you set up your Millenniumons or your other as you go up the chain, and when it dies it will just draw you more cards to filter. So 16 rookies. We run 12 champions, and the champions are 4 Valmons, they're your standard blockers, 4 Wizardmons, which skill is on deletion you draw 1, and it also has another skill where if you have a yellow Digimon on board, it gains retaliation, but we don't run any yellow Digimon in this list. So we're mostly using it because it is a 4 cost to play champion, which means that if they give you 3 memory, you can choke them on 1 by just playing this from hand. And as well as on deletion you draw 1, so if you need to swing in with a champion to filter because you don't have any ultimates or you're looking for your megas, you can actually use just to punch in to draw a card as well. And the prime champion of the purple decks is always going to be Devimon, and it has a skill where 2 costs to evolve, and we're mostly just going to evolve this, not going to play it. It has retaliation, and it gives all your inheritable skill where all your ultimates or higher will have retaliation as well. And this is really good because you can use Devimon to remove big stuff off the board by attacking to their Digimon, or even if they have a blocker, if they block Devimon, they risk losing the blocker, and as well as giving your Millenniumons as you go up retaliation, so that if they choose to kill your Millenniumon, they will lose their Digimon and your Millenniumon will come back.
You get the extra battle phase. They're triggers.
We run 7 ultimates, 1 off of Pumpkinmon, because that's a substitute for the Melomyotis, which is just a 2 cost to evolve. The Pumpkinmon also, it's 3 cost to evolve, and it gives you the skill, the interrogable skill to draw 2 and ditch 1. And I'm only running a 1 off so that it can substitute as a cheap to play cost ultimates, as well as a substitute for Myotismon, because you don't have any other cheap ultimates that's available in purple in set 1.0. And the last ultimates would be 2 copies of Chimeramon, which on play effect you can delete one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. Usually this is attacked as a 2-off so that you can remove any ultimates they have on play if you need to take the to delete one of the ultimates so they don't go into your mega, or you can just evolve for 3 depending on the situation. For megas, we run 4 Boltmons, And this is a vanilla Mega with 12k beat stick, which can mostly go over most things in security with 12k. Can remove any 11k Megas as well when you attack into them, and it's also cheap for 2 costs. So since this is a Turbo Millenniumon deck, you want to get into Millenniumon as fast as possible. So having a cheap 2 cost Mega is really good. We run 2 copies of Billsmon, and this is your other substitute to Mega to go into Millenniumon after. But what's its effect is that when you Digivolve, you delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So this is good for clearing of blockers or any level 4 of the field for 4-cost Digivolve. The other skill it has is that if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, you can warp Digivolve from the Impmon, so ignoring the Digivolution requirements. So this means that because we play 4 Impmons in the late game, we can actually evolve up from Impmon to Billsmon for only 4 costs, and this can help you take the tempo, especially if they give you heaps of memory. You can go Impmon to Billsmon, and then from Billsmon straight away to Millenniumon and remove 2 things off the board. So we run 2 copies of that. Even in the early game, if you are stuck and you don't draw a Boltmon, this runs as another Mega you can go to early and remove something off the board if they choose to keep their champions or blockers on the field. And then the other 2 Megas we play is 2 copies of Volcanodramon, and this effect is mostly to remove against rookie rushes and to remove rookies off the board. Its on-play effect is to delete all your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 or less, so it's good against purple, it's good against rookie rush, and we play as 2 copies because as an answer to those kind of decks. The other effect is that it's security attack +1, and so this allows you to put pressure on your opponent if they don't remove this on the board, and you can just attack for 2 security each turn. For the big boss of the deck, we play 3 copies of Millenniumon, and this would be a 4th copy. We play 4 copies, but we run as 3 so that we can make space for techs such as Volcanodramon. And usually you don't want to see too many Millenniumons in your hand in the late game, because normally you won't be able to get to more than 1 to 2 copies of Millenniumon onto the field in a particular game. So 3 copies is good enough. We just want to make sure that we have at least 1 in our hand, and we evolve up to 1 during the course of the game, so that we can pressure our opponent with just a big 13,000 power body, as well as the effects. When Digivolve, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck. So it helps you remove something of the field, as well as on deletion, you can, if it has any Digivolution cards, which means like Megas or below, you get to play this from the trash without paying its memory cost. So it's hard to kill. So this is a good answer to Omnimons, it's a good answer to Millenniumon itself, and so you normally want to turbo up to Millenniumon, remove your Megas off the field, and then keep hitting your security with 13k, and you don't care if it's removed because it'll just come back. And last but not least, we play 4 copies of Trumpsword, and this is just a really good option card. 7 costs, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, and as a security effect that activates its main effect. So this is a good removal card. Any threat they come out, they play a huge amount of memory to put on the board, you can just remove it with Trumpsword. Yep, and that's the deck.
Okay.